Hmm. Yeah, could be. So, Grail is over here. We've got Mavatar over here. Okay, so they're in the same team. Then Black Bruins and Cesar are over here. Black Bruins always being brown, by the way. Cesar mostly being red. And already we have lost connection to Xenothis, perhaps. Apparently still not on Skype, but I don't really mind that. So this map has been showcased many times on the stream itself. Yeah, yeah, with Mavatar, right? Yeah, you guys were on top here. Indeed, that was one of the last unofficial streams. It was a showcase of King of the Hill. We might show that again tonight because I really am a fan of the game mode. But of course, in this map, it's most likely going to be a race for this place over here and this place over here. So instead, what I'm going to do is make this Control F1, this Control oh, not that, this Control F2, Control F3, and Control F4, so that we've got this, where I have visual of Grayon and wait, whoa, look at this! One of the crates provided Grayon with a Sentinel. Good. Grayon making good use of the crates already. And got a couple of archers, and I believe those are just standard, whatchamacallit? Initiates. Jesus. I apologize. My lore of the Yuri's Revenge universe is a bit off at the moment. It's just that we haven't done this in so long that I just don't know anything anymore. So, how many viewers do we have? 35. Okay. Perhaps we should have advertised this a little better though, but still. Yeah, probably. Alright, Cesar taking up quite quickly, already having a radar on, while other guys are focusing more on power and tier 1 capabilities, mostly mining. Cesar already taking control of these two oil derricks over here. No one taking control of these yet. Interesting. I wonder what happens with these three and with those three. And still no single word of Xenothist. Of course, Mephatar using his almost famous tactic of walling in his first two power plants. It's pretty much stable. Oh, and it seems that someone has, what I can hear, already has found a full map reveal crate. Oh, so someone is very lucky. Yeah, but there's... I wouldn't know because there's no China here tonight. Really? Yeah, explosives used to be. Yeah. Also, thanks for reminding me. Viewers, of course, now that Attach Effect is permanently inside of Mental Omega, I've decided that I'll host a little interview, personal, with the maker and the coder of Attach Effect, namely Grayon Dilach. And what I've decided to do is to promote this little interview a little bit beforehand. It's most likely going to happen on a Wednesday stream on the Sense Day. And I'm going to ask Grayon just about 15 questions. regarding Attach Effect and his role inside of Ares. And after that interview, I'm willing to give you guys, the viewers, a chance to ask Graham a couple of questions yourself about Attach Effect that I might have missed, about his role in Ares. So, just to get a little more interaction going on with the fans and the viewers. And someone got another map reveal. I hope it's someone else and not the same person. And it seems that Black Bruins is...
Thank God it works!
There he is again.
I'm just very stupid with Skype. I thought for a minute I couldn't join unless you accepted that I was allowed to join. Okay, never mind, I'm back. Can everybody hear me? Let's start off with that.
Well, pretty much they could hear you. It just took a while for you to get here.
Okay. Yeah, otherwise I'm going to start sounding... I know, I'm terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, otherwise I'm going to start sounding like that Verizon guy. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good. Anyway, so where are we, Doom? Tell me, what's going on?
Well, of course you know what's going on.
Or did you just do that?
Yeah, what I just said was inform the people, the viewers, about that little interview that I'm going to hold with Graham Delach regarding his role in Ares and Attach Effect.
Oh, of course, you're going to do that full interview.
Yeah, the full interview.
Because we already did a small interview on
on your stream.
On one of the unofficial streams, but of course we're going to do one for the official streams, of course, because we host these on the YouTube channel.
Yep. And
so yeah, that's a good idea. When do you plan on doing that today, or is it going to be another stream?
It's going to be a stream when you are going to host. Like I said on the viewers, it's going to be on a Wednesday for sure, on Zen's Day, of course.
Okay.
And one thing that there's two things that are going to be a little different than what we're used to. Neither I nor Graham will play on that stream, because Graham will have to focus fully on...
well, of course, then you'll all have to concentrate, of course, on the questions and answers.
Exactly. The questions
That's fine by me.
The questions have already been predetermined, and I've already given Graham the interview himself so that he can prepare for the questions and prepare the answers. Also, I have two questions that I haven't written down yet, or haven't shown Graham yet, but I'm gonna ask him on the fly. But like I said, viewers, you are more than welcome to write down your own questions regarding regarding Attach Effect, your questions about it, or Ares, or his role.
Why was it taking so long? Why was it taking so long?
Okay, we see that Mephitar, going back to the game for a quick moment, we see that Mephitar already has his battle lab up. So we're bound to see
I
the
already saw one of his amphibious transports disappear, so I hope that that Cesar and God, who is it, Black Brunes are watching out, because that'll definitely turn out to be a problem.
Amphibious?
Well, no, I mean, God.
Drillers.
And a subterranean, a driller, let's put it that way.
You're welcome, you're welcome. That was Cesar's, so probably Cesar used his driller to take control of at least these two oil derricks. And surprisingly, no one has taken control any of these oil derricks yet.
Well, that's not something that's going to happen very often, of course, because they're on those small little islands. They're fairly difficult to get, so I guess the other players are just a little bit too lazy.
Yeah, but of course, every player, every faction will have a transport that is capable of going across water. Be it going over it, on top of it, or under it. So,
yes. Okay, that's good.
I wouldn't say it's too much of trouble. And I see that Cesar is moving his second MCV to the southwestern base, and it seems that Graham Delach is. Oh, whoa! Hello.
What's going on?
Hello.
What's going on?
Check out the northwestern part.
Northwest. Okay, what's up? What's going on there?
And move a little to the east.
Move a little to the east. Okay, what's going on here?
There it is, people. The Irkalla.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Get a good shot of that.
Yeah, I'm having it on follow mode actually. So
okay,
this is
excellent.
This is its full speed.
As fast as it goes.
This is as fast as it goes.
Well, of course. What do you expect for a flying fortress?
Lightning speed.
Oh my God! It looks magnificent. Yeah, Mevtar did a really, really good job on this one.
Absolutely. Mevtar designed this. And
Well, he definitely made it. He made it. So, what exactly? Can you tell me a little bit about what the Akala exactly does? What is it supposed to be? What kind of a role does it fulfill? Could you tell me a little bit about it? Or do you have absolutely no idea? You think it's just there to be big and awesome?
Well, it's definitely awesome in firepower. It basically has anti-structure, anti-tank, anti-infantry, anti-air even.
Well, but it's not that particularly all-powerful. It's not supposed to be compared to a Basilisk or say a Kirov or a Barracuda. So it's not like it's an instant kill weapon like the Centurion, which even then is actually just giant artillery. No, this is more a bit of a support unit basically, which is just able to protect headquarters' fortress. It just gives a bit of an all-round defense platform, more like, and less of a giant assault machine of doom and death. As you can see, it's definitely fairly slow. So it's definitely something that's used more for support and defense than for direct attack. Because of course, it may look very impressive and very big, but you'll find it surprising that it'll go surprisingly easily down if you have a lot of basic anti-aircraft defense or just a couple of good tier 3 anti-air.
Yeah, so it's probably a support unit for the Basilisk, for the invaders, Colossi, and
it's just
and Stalkers.
And it's just an excellent defense unit, yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely an excellent defense unit.
And it should definitely not. Yeah, oh yeah, I see that there are 2 Irkallas, yeah.
Whoa.
One on every side of those giant ore fields. So this is good. This will turn out well.
Wait, one on every side of those giant ore fields?
Yeah. You've got one here to the south. You've got this is Greon's, and you've got Mevatar's Irkalla up to the northeast.
Yeah, I was following Mephitar's...
Okay, because Greon has his own Irkalla here down in the southwest.
In the southwest.
Yes, a little bit to the north of the oil derricks there.
Ah, there we go!
Oh, and we're seeing it in action already. Oh, we just saw there. Brief bit of action there.
Yep. It basically has multiple rays that the invader has.
Yeah, for anti-air defense.
And that, yeah, not just anti-air, but it also works on the ground.
It does. I thought it
does.
had. Oh yeah, it does. It does. It just also has those. I'll just call them explosive balls of death, also for the ground, which are kind of a bit of a homing projectile.
Yeah, and those have practically unlimited range. They will follow the unit wherever it goes.
Yeah, so they're basically once it fires, there's no escape.
There's definitely no escape. So perhaps we're gonna see it in action on these oil derricks
I'm sure
on
we'll
the
see
side.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see it in action because it's excellent.
I'll quickly go here to see if Bruins or Cesar has built it, and I don't see it in their bases yet.
Well, no, I think that they're a little bit too busy with trying to defend against the other 2 Irkallas.
Yeah. So what a reveal, people! We've got 2 Irkallas on the battlefield right away.
Yeah, and I hope that will seal plenty of them in the forthcoming match.
Yeah. And
which I'm sure we will, because they're definitely a force to be reckoned with, especially now that you can only build one of them. So it's definitely not something to be trifled with. As they're also, as you might have seen in the trailer, that they're able to target multiple units at once.
Also, I would like to add that, just like the Centurion for China, that the Irkalla is only for the HQ, and that is why everyone chose the HQ.
Yes, of course.
The strength values, Amethyst, what are the specifics?
Ooh, I'm not exactly sure what the exact strength values is, but we'll probably get that up on the website as soon as I've completed the description for them, because I'm currently also working on some new descriptions, for instance, for the newer units there. For instance, the new Russian replacement for the flag track, which is of course the
Civil.
Yes, the Civil. Okay, so I see that Brunaz already has his Akala out as well.
Yeah, there we go. So that is number 3.
Yes.
So Cesar is definitely lacking behind.
Well, he's not exactly lacking behind. He's going for a different strategy, because I see he's already got Ron out, and he's currently using it to build initiates and immediately mutate them into brutes for free, cheaper brutes. Which is actually not a bad tactic.
It's definitely not a bad tactic.
Yeah, especially with brutes being as powerful as they are, and if you can get them for cheaper, then all the more power to you.
Definitely.
But I'm not sure if it's going to be enough against all those aerial fortresses there, and especially with those Colossi. I'm not sure how effective that'll be in the long run. But I guess we'll have to see.
Especially if there are also a couple of invaders there on the Mephitar's side.
Oh, it looks like Mephitar's Irkalla is on the move. Or no, it's not. It's not Mephitar's. It's Greyon's Irkalla is on the move, very slowly moving towards the base. Ouch! There it goes. It's attacking now.
And there we go.
Here it goes, releasing a full barrage. Ouch! That is gonna hurt. Just hope it's going to survive long enough to actually survive that barrage of anti-air, but it seems to be doing pretty well for itself, seeing as it's just deploying a huge amount of those explosive
balls of death
projectiles.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it's going to be enough. It might... Well, it's definitely getting off a lot of health against it.
Yeah.
And if that Colossi is going to come around as well, then I'm not sure how long it's going to last.
Well, it's not going to last.
Ouch, there it goes. It's deployed now, firing rapidly. No, this might
God.
turn out to be bad for the Akala. It's too late to turn back now because it's too slow.
It's too... Oh
Ouch,
my
and
God.
it's down.
There you see it.
Though it did take out several, it did take out one Gatling tank and did damage Colossi and heavily damaged another Gatling tank. As you can see, it's not entirely indestructible.
Invincible.
It's not an instant win. It's not a build this to win unit. It's definitely more of a support unit. You shouldn't let it go alone.
Okay, so we got a question from the audience. What's the difference besides apparel between the half-track and the Civil? The Civil has definitely more armor.
Yeah, it's slower and it has more armor. That's basically the only real big difference.
Yeah, because the Russians do rely a little bit more on armor compared to the others, and that actually made me thinking that perhaps it should have been better for,
China?
The Chinese.
Okay, maybe, but that's probably something you would have to discuss with Speeder if that's an option.
Yeah, probably.
But of course, all of these things will be updated on the site as soon as possible, because I'm currently working on, of course, the new Irkalla, of course, the Civil, and some redesigns of some current units that we're working on. Such as, for instance, the Vulture, the Siege Chopper, which has gotten a massive rework, or at least a massive rework. It's gotten a very different. It's now a very different unit in gameplay style, and that's probably something that we'll see later on in this stream.
Hopefully, but that's the thing that I've noticed, that no one ever built it. Despite the
well,
fact
of course,
that
and there's a good reason why no one ever built it back in the day, and that's because it simply wasn't necessary, because you already had siege units that were pretty good, and the Siege Chopper was simply very lacking. I mean, it was great that it had fantastic maneuverability and you could place it anywhere you wanted, but unfortunately it had a very short range and it was simply too weak and too expensive and too high tier for the cost it was used for. So now we've redesigned it and we've given it a different role, and that's something that you might see in future streams and or in this stream, in fact, and in future games.
Definitely. The price of the Irkalla. 3,000? 5,000?
I think 3,000. I'm not sure. I haven't checked. But I'm definitely guessing it's going to be somewhere around the 3,000, because of course, it's not as powerful as, for instance, Centurion, but it is flying, and that definitely gives it a major advantage over most other ground combat units.
Definitely. And also a major boon of killing the Irkalla with the Colossi. Look at this. One of Caesar's Colossi is already elite, and that was probably the one that destroyed...
No, it was already elite. It just...
Wait,
it was already elite when it destroyed it.
Okay, then.
But I see that, it seems that everybody's abusing Ron at the moment to generate cheaper brutes.
Of course, the brutes being the most one of the most effective units, infantry units.
It's definitely one of the more effective infantry units. Okay, Doom, if you can check us out a little bit, you can see that the battle labs for each one, they now have a little bit more art on the Epsilon battle labs.
Yeah, and
yes,
that is
the plug system.
Yeah. This is an upgrade system that Speeder implemented in starting West Coast Beta 7, which was only briefly.
What the hell is this? Doom, check this out here on the edge of Greyon space. What is going on here? The audacity! Check this out!
Oh my god, it's...
Cesar has built an Akala, a veteran Akala, right on the edge of Cesar's base.
Oh my god, I am so grateful to have...
That is some balls. If he gets away with this could mean the end of Greyon. Look at that!
Oh my god, this is... just going for the lab, but it doesn't do that much damage against buildings. You're right.
It's not that incredibly powerful, of course. But if you leave it so undefended like that, if it gets you off on a surprise, this could turn out as a problem.
Yeah. Also, what you see is that one of these Opus tanks is turned purple. That is because Chaos gas is now
Chaos
purple.
gas is now purple.
Instead
we've changed that due to the fact that we wanted to give a more obvious color coding to different kinds of powers and such, because what we felt that red, which was already for the Iron Curtain, was a bit it would be too much not enough of a difference. So we decided, because we wanted to have that, for instance, poison would be green, or at least poison and disruptor weapons, and we just wanted different colors for everything, of course, because radiation was turned to orange a while back
instead of green, indeed.
Instead of green, of course.
Oh
and we've got, for instance, railguns, lasers, and prison.
This veteran Akala is just surviving everything and everything.
Well, not everything. This isn't going to take long before it's destroyed, but it looks like he's already too late.
Look at Bruns using his.
Yeah, Bruns is already moving in with several basilisks. That's pretty painful, since they have now been nerfed at the moment, because they're now their range has been diminished, so that they're also targetable for anti-air units and defenses. So not making them all powerful. They're no longer artillery units, but they're definitely very potent. Definitely watch out for them.
Absolutely. And finally, the
though they are fairly fragile, I should warn. As you can see, that they're easily taken down by anti-air defenses.
Yep.
And of course, with large spams of the new Archer image, of course, it's definitely taking down quite a few, which is a decent and good defense.
So yeah, definitely
hitting a pretty big blow, but I'm not sure if it'll be enough.
It's
no, this was good. This was a good start.
Definitely not enough. But Graylon has been sent down pretty severely here, because
he's severely been targeted. But it looks like he's already got a comeback. He's already sending in several drillers at the back of Cesar's base, and he's got several stalkers there.
Ah, the old stalker in the drillers.
Wrecking a bit of mayhem, but it looks like they're already being mind controlled, so you better be careful.
Yeah, just one of them, two of them.
Yeah, just one or two of them. He might be able to wreak a little bit of havoc, but he's got to be careful, because it won't take long before everybody else detects him, of course.
Yeah, and already a massive force is moving.
Yeah, exactly. So stalkers are pretty hardy, because they are they're pretty powerful artillery units on their own. Yep. But of course, they won't be able to hold on their own against such a massive amount of force.
Definitely not, especially against that brute force.
This was more a bit of a diversion to get their forces back to their base, so that Grayon and Mevtar will be able to recoup and get a little bit of forces back on.
Yeah. Also, I see that no one has taken control of the tech machine shop in the center of the map. And
of course, and that's probably something that a couple of our more loyal viewers would have noticed, is that the EMP machine, the EMP tech station, which used to be there, is no longer present on this map, and indeed it is no longer present in Mental Omega, because the EMP blast has now currently been given as a support power for China instead of the radar jammer.
Okay. That is also that we're gonna have to report to Speeder, because on the same map that those tech expansion nodes were, there's also a EMP station.
Okay, then so you want to report that, because we've removed them, because we found that the EMP blast just simply wasn't used enough, and it simply wasn't worth capturing an entire tech building for just to get that. Yeah, so we've decided to put it as a support power for China, because it simply fit much better with them.
Yeah, definitely. I was just about to say that. It is now only China. Also, Cesar still controlling this base down here, and Black Bruins using a single ore refinery over here to support and gain more economy.
Which is good. You should definitely, especially in this map, you should always take the top right and the lower left places here. Very good strategic advantage. A lot of ore. So definitely. All in all, always a good idea to do that.
Mephitar controlling the northeastern part of the map, also with a barracks and war factory over here.
Yeah, so this is kind of a bit of Cesar is definitely a slightly more aggressive player. He knows what he's doing.
He definitely knows what he's doing.
He's been with us for quite a while, I believe.
No, actually, he's only been here for just over a year.
Yeah, over a year. Well, I consider that quite a while. I mean, compared to some other testers who last maybe a couple of months.
Yeah. Maybe. But yeah, let's just say that all of the guys that are present right now have been here for at least a year or more.
Yeah, exactly. But okay, so this might be actually a fairly hard blow against Graham, because he seems to be having a little bit of trouble of coming back up. He's gotten several radars up. I have no idea why. Probably to prevent that his tech is so easily knocked out next time. So, which it could be a wise decision, but I'm not sure how much money he has left. So I'm not sure how much of a good idea that's going to be. As you can see, the Chimera core in the middle is now working. As you can see, that the Archer in the middle of his base, when it moves towards the Chimera core within range, it'll stealth. There we go.
There we go, the Chimera core. Yeah, that is also one of the features of Attach Effect in Mental Omega 2.0. Oh, wait, we already...
What's that?
still defending it here. Oh, hey, you're back.
Yes, I'm back.
Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
so I'm definitely having connection issues. Maybe this will end tomorrow or something. I mean, it's pretty finicky. That's what you get when you're on wireless.
Yeah, a couple of months ago, I remember you actually hooked it up to your modem. Or your
Yeah,
router.
simply because it was that bad. It was terrible. But it's okay. I hope that this will.
Yeah.
I hope this will pass. So it seems So it looks like Brunes has got out another Akala, and I'm sure that Cesar is working towards that goal as well. And I hope that next time I'm sure they'll be able to use it as an actual support platform and not what it's supposed to be, a one-kill ship basically.
Yeah. So definitely we're seeing good and bad use of the Irkalla. As you can see that Manfator mostly uses it as support for his Colossi and
and in general defense, which is pretty good.
Yeah,
it's a good method of using it, and some of our probably some more astute players would notice that the design of the Irkalla is very much based on the Leviathan from Command & Conquer 4, I believe.
I honestly wouldn't know because I never paid too much attention to any of the Command & Conquer games.
I think that's because most people barely made it through that game without immediately switching it off and throwing it away before they even got to the Leviathan.
Yeah, and already Black Bruins already has his psychic.
Oh, I see that. It looks like Cesar is moving in his MCV around near Grail's base. I'm not sure how long that's going to last though, because it's definitely taking several hits from the stalkers. Yeah, that's too late. That's not going to work. You can't fool someone twice like that, Cesar. Sorry.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. But I do remember one very good tactic made by Speeder a couple of streams ago. You might remember that.
A couple of streams ago.
Stalin's fist deployed into.
Well, of course, that's what the Stalin's Fist is all about. You deploy it somewhere, you drop off a couple of Kirovs, and you move into a base within a moment's notice.
That's
its greatest strength.
Ooh,
oh, look, there we have the Irkalla. There we have Cesar's Irkalla here to the south in his more western base. And there is Grail expressing his frustration there.
Yeah, because he used a couple of infiltrators.
Oh yeah, I see.
Are they called infiltrators or? No, saboteurs are, I believe, Soviet.
Ooh, and they both got hit by TV. Ouch. And they got hit by the adepts, I think. Yes, the Epsilon adepts, which is something that we have also done, a rather dramatic design change. Is that we've moved all mind controlling units, so the Epsilon Adept, the Epsilon Elite, we've moved them to tier 3 now, so they're only buildable on Battle Lab level. And that was done mostly out of balance issues because they were simply far too powerful on tier 2 and they absolutely wreaked havoc. And we decided that it would probably be best to move them to tier 3 and see if that would work as a better option. Because otherwise they would literally be the perfect counter against almost everything. Ouch, I see what's happening here. I see that Brunes is moving some deviators from the south upwards, and he's using it on Mevatar's Colossi, which is pretty much totally effective.
That is gonna hurt. That is gonna hurt.
Yeah, because of course the deviator has a massive amount of range, which gives it a huge amount of advantage, of course, over such things.
Yeah, the deviator, of course, being the Epsilon versus Epsilon Stolen Tech tank, all you have to do is be Epsilon and infiltrate an Epsilon construction yard.
Exactly.
You don't even need to infiltrate any other building. You just need to be Epsilon.
Exactly. It's just a stolen tech tank, and it's a fantastic one at that. So I'm not sure how good of an idea. Ouch! Here come the shadow tanks. Several of them. Better be careful. Of course, they're not immune to the to Berserk as well. So this is turning out to be pretty painful.
Basically, what the deviators are is
they're basically chaos artillery.
Yeah, they're the remake of the deviation fist in 2.0.
Exactly, with a considerable amount of range, and they're no longer able to target or destroy buildings or such. They're definitely now more for creating absolute chaos in large amounts. As you can see, one of them is already enough to cause a decent amount of chaos between 5 different tanks, which can prove very fatal in defense, or it can really mess up a rush.
Definitely.
it's definitely a very powerful disruptor.
In a group of tanks, if you can put it in the center of the group of, make it fire in the group of
It can
tanks.
really mess up
Oh
your
my God.
plans.
My God.
But you better be careful because I see that Mevatar is moving slightly more southern. Oh, Cesar has activated the Psychic Dominator. Let's see where he hits it.
Well,
Where is he gonna plant?
Great on Iraq, actually. Wait.
No, he's moved it
Oh!
up to the top, slightly above, next to Mevatar's base.
Yeah, on the,
Taking out a
the
clump of his
northwestern
buildings.
Side. Northwestern side.
And it forces Greyon to sell his battle lab.
Oh.
So that means he's got a bit of a tough problem. He's now back to tier 2.
Oh, but he already has the Irkalla out, so probably...
Yeah, he's already got the Akala out and several Stalkers and Archers as well. So at least he's got a decent defense force to back him up.
Uh-huh. If he wants to have a little bit of room to build, I think he should sell those walls.
Uh-oh. Yeah, those Deviators are real nasty things. Better be careful for them. But you better run away fast because they're definitely not the fastest unit on the battlefield.
No, definitely not.
So invaders will definitely catch up to them and hunt them down.
No, but look at this. Bruce is sending out his forces, including the Akala.
Yeah, I see it. They're gonna hopefully they're gonna go head on because that would be fun. I'm not sure who would win in this because it seems that Mevatar has definitely got a bit more anti-air support.
Yeah,
But if Brunez moves in with enough Colossi, then he might have to force him back. And of course, down there with a couple of Stalkers, some Gatling tanks, and Ron to support them as well, this might not turn out too well for Mevatar, especially now that he's mostly got a couple of light units, several Stingers as well, most likely all of them repair, so that would mean he would probably be able to hold his own, but if he destroys all the Stingers, then it probably won't end well for him.
Definitely
Better
not.
be careful there.
Also, first starting off with a couple of Chaos missiles.
Ouch, now they're going for each other.
Oh my God.
Ouch, there goes one Stinger, better be careful. Damn, that's gonna hurt.
Repair. And there goes one, there goes.
And there goes two. Yeah, it's
Almost.
definitely
It's gone.
it's a very potent stealth. It's a very potent stolen tech tank if you use it correctly.
Yeah. And I have to admit, I like the purple better than the red for Chaos. I have to admit that Speeder did a good job in rethinking that.
Well, of course, I mean that's up to debate, of course, for everybody else who wants it. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people prefer red color.
Yeah, of
But
course,
I don't know. Purple is nice. It's definitely got a bit of a Yuri-ish theme to it, and especially, of course, definitely, yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
And there
okay.
we see
And here is where the
Irkalla
Irkalla really shines: is that when your forces are suddenly being attacked, it can instantly attack several units all at once, and deal fairly quickly with them. So it's really a fantastic support and defense unit.
Definitely.
It's just keeping watch over your units and just keeping most of them out of major trouble.
Yeah, and it seems that Mevatar is trying his very best to defend that little stone.
Ouch! Here
bridge
comes the
over
Psychic Dominator from Brunez. Hope this is worth it. Ouch! Forcing back the invaders, but here come the Colossi, which are defending it, deploying into one. Better be careful. If you can reach it with the Deviator, there we go.
Psychic Dominator being deployed.
Yeah, where did it? Oh, it hit in the back
of Grayon's base. Oh my
Ouch.
God!
Poor Greyon. He's really getting the short stick. He's really getting the short end of the stick here.
Especially since that.
Since that. Oh yeah, of course.
and
Since that.
it's
Oh,
gone.
look at this. Since that.
Irkalla is gone.
Oh, what a shame.
That's a shame. And Impulse is currently active on Skype, so he might be joining us for a game later on.
Okay, that's good. I look forward to that.
Ah, me too. Yes, fair.
It looks like Mevatar has already got a plan here. He's moving a huge horde of his brutes over, probably to back up his small army there. So I'm sure they're going to get there in time.
My God, look at that!
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah,
probably all of them have ever been initiates, of course.
Yeah, of course, it's all raw. Oh, look, but Cesar is already caught on. He's moving his forces to the north as well. Yeah. Hopefully to support Brunez, unless Brunez is probably going to get his ass kicked.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that sheer amount of brutes would make any tank column flee, or any sensible tank column, because there's no way they could possibly stand up to them unless they were very nimble.
Nope. And you see brutes just harassing Mevatar with deviators.
Uh-oh, this ain't gonna turn out well.
Gonna hurt.
There they come, set upon the tanks. Ouch!
Ow, this is going to hurt.
Yeah, the Irkalla is doing a pretty amount of damage, but the brutes are just way too hardy. It's just rushing in and tearing those tanks apart. Look at them go.
But
And
it's
now
also
that
the sheer
now that
numbers.
Mavatar's exactly, and
Yeah,
Mavatar's got a
Ron is in
chance
there
now.
as
He's gonna
well.
move in. There he goes,
Yeah, definitely Bruce is fleeing for his life.
chasing them out. This is gonna be
Oh my
painful.
God, this is gonna hurt a lot. And Ron is gone on this
There
side.
comes Ron.
Oh my God, this is seriously hurting.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for Brunez.
No, he's definitely fleeing down.
Yeah, he's fleeing down here. Akala is taking out several weapons as it's moving, but it's just not going to be enough. It's not fast enough to escape them properly.
No, definitely not. Especially because the Colossi can just instantly deploy into their anti-air force.
Well, yes, that's correct. But as long as the Irkalla is able to destroy them all on time, it might get away with only a couple of cuts and bruises. But as for his tank columns, this is not good. This is not a good day for Brunez.
Definitely not. This Akala is definitely going down, especially with Akala start moving in and so many repair stingers.
Yeah, especially if Mavatar starts moving in, and with an Akala have a decent amount of range. So if he gets within range of his Irkalla, it's pretty much as good as dead. But first moving in, trying to take out as many brutes as possible, which is where it's actually fairly effective at.
Definitely, because every brute counts for.
See another rising railgun here.
Every brute counts towards your score.
Exactly.
And the Colossi just outspeeding the Irkallas a little bit.
Ooh, that's not gonna. If he's fast enough, he will be able to kill them all. What with the Colossi also being chaos there.
Yeah, this could be a very close match. Let me quickly see. It's still in the yellow. It's still in the yellow. So if
this ain't gonna end
if
well.
Mavatar can get his Irkalla against Brune's Irkalla is definitely gonna lose this one.
Yeah, this isn't anything for a one-on-one match. And ouch, there goes Ron.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
But quickly out of the.
There goes another, and there goes the next one. Ouch.
Oh my God, this is going to hurt so much.
Yeah, although the Colossi are very effective against him, as you can see, it's already bringing Mavatar's Irkalla down into the yellow, and he's gonna move. If he's got in the rain, he's gonna move back, and he's gonna try and counterattack there. Nope. But he's definitely gonna be careful of all those Gatling tanks there. Oh, and it's definitely going down. Oh, very close, so just getting away with it. But it won't have much use because now, there he goes. Brunez moves in with the surprise defense force, and he's gonna try and take out. Yeah, it's just a bunch of Gatling cannons and stingers, whatever do you want. Just move in with it for the Akala and take it down.
Yeah, this is pretty much.
Although it's proving to be very defensive, but it's almost down to his last pip of health. This might end up being very close.
As I quickly move to this location over here, where I see.
Ouch! And it's down.
Okay, I'm sorry, folks, that
Mavatar's
you didn't
Akala
see that
is down.
because I'm seeing that Cesar has built a little base close to Grayon's base over here.
Oh yeah, I said he's got several tanks and deviators and such. He's already got it out. Probably for deviators make fantastic defense tanks as well because they can, as I said, they can really mess up any.
Also, Grayon's rage inducer, which actually works nowadays.
Yeah, which actually works. So this should be fairly exciting. I wonder what kind of color it has now.
I don't know. I haven't seen it in action yet, so this is the first for me as well. Because the rage inducer,
yeah, it's got a nice bluish color. So what's gonna be?
Psychic Dominator activated.
B1.
Ouch! And there goes
Grayon.
the very last bit of Grayon's base. He's only got his infantry. He's only got his infantry and his Irkalla to support him at the moment. So hope that works out for him.
God. Yeah, he also has a secondary MCV close to all his Irkalla and infantry as defense for it. But I don't think.
I don't see the Rage Inductor activated anywhere at the moment. But what else?
I think it got activated, and it was a purple.
Okay.
As well, because of course it's kind of chaos, I guess.
Okay.
So.
Oh, be careful there. Taking out that deviator as quickly as possible and that shadow as well.
Deviator firing against deviator here. Lol. This is permanent chaos versus chaos here. Oh, it's over. It's over. But that was a little fun thing to see. Just had to point that out for the viewers. Let's quickly see what Mavstar is doing now. Is he recovering from his massive loss of the Akala? No, because Bruce is actually moving in with his Akala a little bit. Taking,
Yeah, you better be
control
careful
of that little stone
because of
bridge
course,
over
Mavstar. Yeah, Mavstar definitely has the elevation advantage here. So he's got a pretty good place to defend. He's got several units as well. So I'm not sure how Brunus is going to break into here with that little amount of units.
Yeah,
he might have to move in the other side.
That, what I see is that Graham Dilloff isn't really out of this yet because he's got his battle lab next to Mavstar's battle lab.
Yeah, I see it.
Northeast, so he's still in the game. And
okay.
Of course, with over 8,000 credits, as I can see, I think that's 8 at least. Yeah, that looks more like 9,000 credits. He's nowhere near out of the game. But Mavstar is really low on cash, so...
Yeah, of course, he threw in a lot of force for that.
Yeah, and again, moving in with...
and I see that... ouch, that chaos is proving to be very, very effective. So, future Epsilon players, probably a good idea to try and get it.
Yeah, but do understand, of course, that the only way to get the Deviator, of course, once again, Epsilon versus Epsilon, infiltrating
the MCV. MCV, yeah.
MCV is the mobile version.
Okay, here comes the Psychic Dominator from Brunette. I wonder where it's going to hit this time. Probably going to go for Mavstar. I would guess for his forward base. Yes, there it goes.
Yep.
Captures the Colossi.
Colossi, a couple of brutes perhaps also, because those brutes were really close to him. Oh, they can.
Yeah, I don't think brutes can be mind controlled.
Yeah, Roland just said that.
They're utterly loyal. Ouch, this is looking painful here in the middle. Grayon's Irkalla is downed through the overuse of Colossi there.
I just saw it, so the viewers have seen it too.
Okay, excellent. And there we go with a massive brute wave. This is gonna hurt. There's no doubt about this.
Black brute. Yeah, but this is Cesar.
Oh, this is Cesar, yeah. Yeah, I see that his Irkalla is moving in as well, very slowly towards the base, like a looming shadow. So this is going to be very painful. With all of that huge amount of brute spam, this is going to end bad.
Okay. Yeah, brutes are definitely the unit to use in if you're playing as any Epsilon player. And of course,
yeah, brutes are no longer the most useless unit in Yuri's Revenge.
No,
not by a long shot. Not by a long shot.
Especially if you're using HQ, as all of the players are.
And of course, with Ron, it's definitely something.
Definitely.
Yeah,
that's what I was just about to say.
Brutes are probably one of your most effective infantry units.
Definitely.
If you can gather enough momentum to achieve this, well, then you've pretty much already won.
Yeah, pretty much. But of course, you need to remember that this little base over here, which probably consists only of a battle lab and a...
well, it keeps Grayon in the game, but it doesn't really give him a helpful advantage.
No, especially because he already lost his MCV. He should have really deployed.
Yeah, this is pretty much game over for Grayon, and either Mavstar is going to try and put up a fight and move his base towards the north, or he's just going to call it quits.
Knowing Mev... Oh, did he just get a nut? Oh wow. I don't know what that was.
Yeah, this looks like
Mavstar, he's gonna quit because 2 against Mavstar, he doesn't like it.
Well, who does like getting ganged up 2-on-1?
Yeah, definitely. Especially with the forces of 2 Irkallas on your ass.
Yeah.
But of course, they have to destroy 2 bases instead of just 1. And it seems that Cesar is using his Akala to go after Mavstar, who's already started to sell out his.
Oh, I see. We can also see here the effect of the secondary effect of the Stalker. Here, the Stalker is immobilizing the Initiate, or you could see that just for a second if you were watching.
I guess I missed that. Oh,
yeah. Well, maybe we can see it later, because that's of course the secondary weapon of the Stalker, is that he can immobilize infantry.
Yeah,
or at least it's an infantry paralyzer.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Ouch, there comes Cesar's Irkalla taking out Mavstar's War Factory.
Yeah, but Mavstar is selling out.
Yeah, that's painful.
Out.
Yeah, he sell out. You can't win this.
Mavstar is a really good player, but easy to sell out if he doesn't like
the way even then, he can't play against 2 players.
Yeah.
Not at once. This is not ending well for him.
This is just 1 against 1. Yeah, Meftar
Exactly.
is selling out over there.
And here comes Bruna, and from the south, Brunez is moving in towards the forward base.
Yeah.
This is gonna end like it. This is
Meftar
exact.
Meftar
We
has
know how
completely-
this is gonna end.
Yeah, Meftar has completely sold out his northwest.
Yeah, he's only got this last point to defend, and even then, he's very vulnerable to the back. There's barely any defense there.
Yeah,
So this is gonna end rather quickly.
So,
Now they come to Colossi with their terrain advantage, which is very good. Gives them a huge amount of defense, so that they're able to easily take down. No, to heavily damage. Moving in towards the Irkalla.
yeah, they did really do that.
Just a little bit.
And I believe
Yeah.
that was the mutation. The
Yeah,
gene
that
burst.
was
the
the gene burst, which allows you to mutate for, I believe, only friendly infantry units.
I thought only heavily damaged.
Well, heavily damaged infantry units. That's correct.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something that'll be changed later on. But it's thanks to attach effect. It's only able to be used on friendly infantry units and not on enemy infantry units, making it slightly. It's basically a nerfed genetic mutator.
Definitely. But of course, the rage inducer now being used.
Jim, can you tell me what that little effect is around those brutes there, with those little circles going out? Do you know what that is?
That circle, that is the effect of the Stalker, actually, immobilizing the...
Oh, that circle there, yes. But I'm also seeing barrier, which is the effect that is used for infantry, for your friendly infantry, which gives them additional defense and health.
Oh, you mean
Or
the
at least defense.
kinetic barrier?
The kinetic barrier, yeah. As you can see, it's that little circle which spreads outwards.
Yeah,
On yeah, it's gone now, but it was on
Yeah.
Brunez's brutes, for instance. That's also one of the effects here. And of course, you see the repair ring that the
Ryzen Railgun has.
Ryzen Railgun has, which also repairs friendly units in yeah.
Yeah, but not only the Ryzen Railgun has it, also the Stalin's Fist, when it's deployed,
Stalin's Fist has it. Yeah.
I believe that, but I might be mistaken on this, because everything, of course, is subject to change. The Battleship has it.
The battleship, no, it no longer has it because that was considered. The Centurion was planned to have it, but it was considered overpowered, so we removed it.
Pretty much.
Which is not that big. It shouldn't be that big of a surprise that it was removed because it's already good as it is.
Yeah. So yeah, this is definitely a match going to Black Runes and Cesar to the City.
Yeah, this is definitely for Black Brunez and for Cesar. This there's no doubt to that.
Absolutely not. There's no way.
Although Mevtar, yeah,
just sold out. Meftar just sold out, and that only leaves.
There's only one building left.
Yeah, and this is
Kill it.
this is over.
We go all in one.
And that was the kinetic barrier.
That was
I
kinetic
believe.
barrier. Yeah, that was kinetic barrier.